thank you once again for joining me. My name is Harry Tigansa Jingina, and on this platform today, I will be having a guest who you already know, Ebou Gambia. He was on this platform some times back, and today we're still having him back here again. So, as a matter of fact, I want to thank all of you. If you are here in Dubai or you're anywhere in the diaspora, it's possible for you to actually pursue a career in education even as you travel. So, first of all, Mr. Ebou, can you reintroduce yourself?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for this interview. As you alluded, my name is Mr. Ebou Sowe. I'm a Gambian based in Dubai, and then my ambition is to move on to academics, and then I have been on that. Yeah.
We have somebody who knows you more. So, sir, please can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Mohammed Kambi. I'm a Gambian living in UAE for the past 7 years. Yes, since I came here, it's like I met Ebou close to 5 years now, and have known him very well. And yes, I know him very well. I think we'll go into details of what you want to know exactly, but yes, he's somebody that I know very, very well.
You represent the Gambian community here in UAE, not as a single person, but as a community. In the Gambian community, can you tell us your position and what you do in the Gambian community?
Yes, we have a community here roughly about 6 years ago. Since we came here, there was no embassy. There was before, but we came at a time that there was no embassy. So that was part of our main reason of forming this association, so that we can speak with one voice and louder voice for the government to understand that there are more Gambians coming here. So then we formed this association since then, and I was lucky to be part of the founding members. And but in the beginning, I was not part of the executive, but recently, for the past 4 years, yeah, I'm the Secretary General of the association.
As a matter of fact, I'd like to ask you this question. What do you think is the impact of joining a national association when you're in diaspora?
All right, thank you so much for that question. Like they said, no man is an island. So it's important or more important if you are out of your country to be with your country people. Because like we all know, most of the workplaces even, you must give them at least a contact person. And nobody will know you more than people that are from the same region or area with you, that is your country people. So it is important for us not to feel like you have a suitable job or a very good job, that you don't want to associate yourself with our people. We normally hear this. I don't know whether you had that with your people, but generally our people or Gambians will say, I don't want to live with Gambians, or I don't want to stay with Gambians.
It's a common norm.
Exactly. But anytime I hear a thing like that, I look at you and I laugh, because this corona alone have teach us that nobody, it's an island, or nobody can stand alone. No matter how you think you have a better job, most of the people who are more affected are the people who have the better jobs, most especially in a foreign land. Yes, so there are certain things that happen because of our association. You cannot do certain things for yourself. A typical example is, like I said, the association was formed specifically, or part of the main reason is to have an embassy here. So who can go without your country's embassy? You cannot go without your country's embassy. And most of the people that will say, I don't want to associate with Gambians, but if they have issues, the first people they contact is us. Exactly. Right. Mohammed, can you connect me with an ambassador? So, of course, we all need our people, and we all need to be part of an association. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So, as a matter of fact, I appreciate this comment. If you are living in the diaspora and you are not part of your national or community, or you don't join groups that are associated with your community, you are not doing yourself good. Now you have a master's degree and you're doing your doctorate. I asked you earlier on, who, how many doctorate degrees do you have in your community?
Okay, thank you very much for that brilliant, question there. Actually, the area that I'm from in the Gambia, from the provincial areas, in Jimara, in a very, very, small village, called Kosemar, Pariva region. But actually, for my district, I can say there is no doctorate degree holder there as of now. And then we have, we have a lot of master's degree holders, even in my village as well. But for that being the case, for me, being there to go for my PhD, inshallah, if Allah has given me the opportunity to finish, I might be the first person, to hold a doctorate degree in Jimal. So that one, it has motivated a lot of people as well, because even back home many people are messaging me, calling me, they have been proud of me, and then that has given them the opportunities as well, or the encouragement, the courage to move ahead, to go for another higher educational things in the Gambia.
So what has been your motivation? What has been that thing that has been pushing you to want to study and go further? What has been the motivation?
Well, the motivation is it is somehow huge, I can say, because if you are into academics, the more progress you are, the more ambitious you are to go to the next level. When I came here, I started my masters, with some Asians, and I have seen that, those Asians, they have moved to another level, and then the encouragement that I got from them, I decided to go for my PhD. And also I have some friends who are in the Gambia, some are right now on their PhD programs in different countries, so they also motivated me. They have given me the opportunity, the encouragement to move on. And beside being a provincial boy, I have the ambition also to move on, to make sure that my area people have been part of me, and then to go back to my country, to give back to my people, because
that is awesome.
Yeah.
You didn't come to Dubai to study?
No, I didn't come to Dubai to study.
How have you been able to cope with working and also going to school?
Well, it was something which is very, very hard for me. I can say my first course, it was difficult for me to to put it with my work, based on the company owner, he has put some things on me. I have to take the risks, and then go ahead. Though sometimes, I have been, deducted with some amount of money based on absent, from work. But for my second company, I have realized that, the encouragement, is there from that guy, because whenever I happen to, go to him and I told him that, this is what I want to do. I have a class, at this time. The man always give me the opportunity to go ahead.
So it's not really an easy thing going to school here, but it's achievable.
Yes, it's achievable,
So, I want to go to the financial aspect. How do you cope with tuition? Because for me, coming to Dubai, what I was told is that once you start school here, the school fees is too much.
Yeah.
How do you cope with the finances?
Well, the finances, it is something which is a burden on me. It was so much, been difficult at times. Sometimes the gentleman here, I do even call him that, I want this amount. I wanted to put up this thing, when I have money, I can refund it to you, So, though I'm working, the salary that I have, I spend it on my 2-ton fee. And I do small businesses in the market, as you know, he can attest to that. He's doing cargo here, people who are working. You come to the market and then have, businesses with people in the Gambia, in Europe. So those monies also, I spend them on my 2-ton fee. And then I can say there is one Senegalese company here. The owner is a very good friend of mine, and I would say thanks to him, he also contributed a lot in helping me, because I could remember there was a time when I was doing my masters, I was stuck. Then I canceled my contract from the other company, and then before the contract would be cancelled, it took me almost 3 months before they will cancel the contract, and I was not working. But when the man heard that I'm not working, he called me to his office. Imagine, he has put up something for me, to just cover up that, balance that was, at hand. And then I'm so much been proud of him, and his name is Mukhtar, Tuba Action Company. They deal with this food stuff, to send them to Senegal, Yeah.
Do you sometimes reach out to your Gambian community when you need support in terms of finances to pay for your tuition?
Well, actually, I do sometimes, I think even the president, he can, attest to that. Even the embassy, they were there. The embassy has given me a document before, a form of a scholarship to present it to anyone whom I feel like I can get something from that person through this scholarship. And then I think I have reached out to some people, but so unfortunate things doesn't work for me. When I wrote to them, they don't even reply to me. So that it has happened several times. And then some of them are even here. There are people who are better off, but that's life, when you're in life, you see different kind of things.
How have you been able to assist Mr. Ebou as a community? I know that a lot of people in the diaspora or wherever you go have lots of challenges. There is no way you're going to satisfy everybody 100%. But how, in your own little ways, do you think the community, whenever you're in such situations, the community comes to the aid of these people?
Thank you so much for that. As per the broader community, most of the time it's difficult for them to help. As we know, Dubai, it's like from hand to mouth. Yeah. And when you have a responsibility back home, or a lot of responsibilities back home, I think it's the same everywhere, that if you are here, you're not working actually for yourself. You're working for your community in general. So sometimes if we have situations that one of us need assistance, depending on the magnitude, some will help at a personal level, but as a community, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. But personally, we help if we can.
We need to motivate other people who are in the diaspora to take advantage of joining communities. We also advising other people to indulge into things that are productive, like going to school, learning a course or something. So what would be your advice generally to people who are out here, most especially in Dubai, who are either Gambians or Africans, because that's our point of concern, on how to go about their life when they arrive here? Do you think they need to do so that they can have a better livelihood and be respected in the diaspora?
The first thing I advise my fellow Gambians most of the time is you should not always you should not lower your bar. As in, the first people, if they come here, the first thing they do is they go for CVs, as in looking for general helper, things like that. So I keep telling them, you go for anything that you want. At least if you want to shoot high, so at least if you drop, you will not drop directly to the ground. Or giving more, like if you are not well prepared, yes, if you are not well prepared.
That's why I say orientation.
Exactly, the orientation. If you are not well prepared, sometimes they don't understand exactly. But even I can remember when our president came here, we advised them that if we can have a better link, like a bilateral relationship with the country, so that we can have better jobs, as in professionals, not just cleaners or jobs that, like they say, most of us here are just doing jobs that pay you salary, but you don't have any career. And career is the most important thing, because we don't want to be here forever. So at least after 1 year or two, if you go back home, you can have a career and continue on what you do. But if you are a cleaner in Dubai here, even if you are having 5,000 dirhams salary, if you are done here, you cannot go back to the Gambia and be a cleaner there. Exactly. So this is why we always encourage our youth to go in for careers than just job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I think you are a very proud Gambian. I can see from your attire, all the way from your cap to your shirt to your shoe, you represent Gambia. How often do you represent your country, like show off where you're from?
I think I've been an ambassador since the first day I came here. I make sure they understand my country or they know my country. I can proudly say that when I came here newly, I was working for a hotel before. Because that was my career in the Gambia. So I was lucky when I came here, I was working in a hotel. At first, we never had African food, like in the cafeterias. So I was part of the main reason, or I was part of the people that pushed that, for us to have a African food, at least 1 or 2 in the cafeteria in a week. So that was one. And these small countries that are in those hotels, they normally don't celebrate their independence. But I was part of the people who pushed that too. Because I feel like, United States is just a country like the Gambia. If you're proud of your country, people will be proud of you.
Certainly.
But if you think your country is just Kaliwali, like we know, nobody will value or respect your country. So anywhere I am, I make sure I represent my country fully. I am a real proud Gambian.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you,
It was
sir.
nice having you on my channel.
Thank you.
And I hope to have you on more episodes, or whenever the needs comes that I need to get something from you, I'll definitely be contacting you.
Yes, like I said, I was working in a hotel before, and about 3.5 years. So when I left the hotel, I came to the market because I realized that, if you are in Dubai, you realize that people are coming from all over the world to come to Dubai for shopping. So it means that if you are in Dubai, you should also at least grab that opportunity to be part of the business. So since I came here newly, I was doing business with my work. Then later, I realized that I want to concentrate on this, which specifically the cargo business. So I started it with some Senegalese people. So I was their Gambian partner. So we do send from Senegal to Gambia. Then later, I went back home and established my own company in the Gambia called Karantaba Dubai Service. So then I was able to have a link with an Indian company here that is called Fast Track Cargo. The Indian guy is the owner of the company. So now it's like my company is now working with his company, partners, that he sent worldwide, and specifically I sent to the Gambia and other countries. So it's like I'm working with him. Exactly, we are working together, to do that service.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
So guys, if you need to send anything worldwide, you can reach him out, and I'll leave the name of his company down in the link, below, and also maybe his mobile number. I can leave the mobile number, company mobile number, I'll leave it down below so you can check his company out. Thank you so much. It was amazing having you on the interview, and I hope to have you more, like I said.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and we are so grateful. You are the type of people that I always want to associate myself with, because the fact that you encourage Africans, and you are also a proud African, as a Pan-African like me, I always want to associate myself with people like that who will add value to Gambians, Africans in general. So any environment that you are in, it's important for you to empower your own people, so that in a situation that you are also down, they will be the one to help you, at least uplift you. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So Ebou, back to you.
Yes.
Last words
Yes.
regarding education and any other thing. If somebody wants to go into school or anything, what advice do you have to do, and what will you tell people? Lastly,
Going to school in Dubai is something which is very important. It's difficult, it's not difficult, and as my brother said it here, one shouldn't limit yourself. When you travel, you should put yourself into a level whereby you won't limit yourself. We have people here, they are academically inclined, since they were in Africa, but when they happens to come to Dubai, they will just relax and then get into something else. But we have some institutions here which are very cheaper institutions. You can go and do your diplomas if you don't want to go for degrees. Philippine Institute is here. We have there are some institutions. Success also is a very good institution. You have King's Business School, where myself right now I'm doing some part-time job with them when it comes to some lectures and other stuff. So you can pay a small fee to them monthly, and then you have your diplomas, because I know degrees and then master's programs, they are very expensive, because they will be asking for 45,000, 59,000 and the likes. But for the small institutions, you can have your 6 months diploma with an amount of 2,200, with an amount of 4,000. Within 6 months you can have your nursing degree, you can have your nursing diploma or business management diploma or any other courses that you want to do. So there is it. Thank you very much. And then I will also try to thank people who contributed towards my academic journey. And then to my Gambian community, the executive, which my brother Kambi is part of, they also play a vital role towards it. And then to my mom, my family, and then recently I have seen that some people are coming towards me to put up something towards my academic. Even our MP in Jimara, I'm really been proud of that guy. He's very, very amazing. He has been there helping me as of now. And then he's trying to put up a link also whereby the president can able to do something for me when it comes to my PhD program, because it is too much been expensive, And then when you look into it, it's not gonna be easy for me alone to carry on with that, adventure. So thank you very much,
I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. So to all my subscribers, I want to say a big thank you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and remain on this channel. I remain Harry Tigansa Jingina for Experienced Africans.